Reaching out to all of my brothers and sisters on the African continent. The Pan African Place Show with your host, none other than
it's simple, I love it, having you near me, having you here, hot conversations, outrageous, you smile, and I smile, and I say, oh, this is getting personal, 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 let's stay for a while and play. Girl, let's make this a moment. Oh, giving you the best of me. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Oh, having you close to me. Amazing, outrageous. Give your best to me. Good morning, good morning. Here's breakfast. Lost track of time, but we had a ball. Let's catch a movie, then dinner. Tonight's the night we'll just unwind and stay. Hey, let's stay personal, personal, personal. Let's stay for a while. Hey, such a beautiful moment. Oh, giving you the best of me. Ooh, amazing, somewhat amazing, amazing. Oh, having you close to me, having you close to me. Amazing, amazing, outrageous. Yeah, giving you the best of me, giving you the best of me. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Oh, having you close to me, having you close to me. Amazing, amazing, outrageous. Give your best to me.
with your host, none other than Jody. Andrew Robinson, enough respect, love, respect, and justice for all.
Yeah, good afternoon, family. Grand Rising. Happy Wednesday. Hope you guys are doing great on YouTube, Rumble, BitChute, on the network, on the radio stations, Spreaker, Spotify, whatever. This is catching you live from on repeat. Welcome to another beautiful conversation, of course, of Africa, politics, and the people, what is happening, of course, in the continent itself. Today we shall be having, of course, a conversation talking about Tanzania. Of course, I've been keeping you guys updated on what has been happening in Tanzania. And today is their general election, and there's literally a lot of craziness that is taking place currently. We're going to be discussing that, what Samia Suluhu had to say before the election, and of course, how this is relative to probably other countries, and talking about dictatorship as well. We shall also talk about Cameroon. Like I said, there's many videos that actually are circulating online, TikTok, Instagram to be precise, where we can see how the protesters in Cameroon are demanding, of course, accountability and responsibility from these leaders. You can't have the same coon, the same puppet who's not done anything for the people still ruling the country. And of course, I'll be pulling or rather sharing much more evidence and videos from that. We're going to be discussing also what is happening in Kenya, as we can see some Gen Zs are supporting what is happening in Tanzania, Cameroon, and other countries that actually are claiming power. We also have a foreigner who was spitting on our Kenyan police. Shout out to Mr. Black on Fire. I saw the video you shared with me, literally. the video you shared with me, but I'd seen the video yesterday. I was really pissed off as well. I was like, why even a cop? You're not even doing anything. Someone is just disrespecting you there, and you're calling yourself a cop and not even taking any action. It's really, really crazy. But he has been deported. It's a Dutch, actually. These are the same people who are very disrespectful to South Africa, let's not forget. Actually, the same group of people. It doesn't mean like they're different from the rest. But yes, he has been deported, and we shall be getting into details on that. Yesterday on the reaction time, we also did discuss about the dismissed fee of the ID replacement that was announced by President William Ruto yesterday, which is actually something that he had come up with. This is in 2023. I'll be going into details how this took place in 2023. And yesterday, because we discussed, this is all based on political agendas, why they are encouraging youths to take more identification cards. It's very diabolic, and I'll be getting into details because we have the Huduma Kenya, the office itself, where people go get the documents, the government documents replacement and all that. They have actually dismissed whatever Ruto said and still standing on the replacement of the fee replacement that was set from 2023. And last but not least, we shall be discussing what is also happening in Mali, as we see literally more matters of the jihadists invading the country actually is escalating. We have the U.S. Embassy, which is urging Americans to leave Mali as we talk. And we'll be getting into details. Of course, we know who is behind all that. But before we get started, a quick reminder as usual, kindly get our application on the Google Play Store. Through the app, you can be able to listen to us via the radio. You can catch up with the morning show, listening to music from 8 a.m. till 12 midday our time, which is very, very early for maybe majority of you. But if you are in Africa, the 254, wherever you're listening to this from in Africa, you can get this on the right time. We also have other conversations apart from this. We also have, of course, the Africa Today show, which is aired by me and Mr. Blackwoodfire himself. We have the reaction time, which is every Tuesday and Thursday. We have the Tubonge show, which is today, where we just get to talk about different things that are also happening entertainment-wise, politically, economic-wise, depends what the conversation is about. So once you have the application, you can listen to us via the radio segment. Rather go to the network, especially right now we are on Android TV. So just download the app Blackout Fire Network on the TV. You can listen to the radio segment, or rather switch on the TV segment where you can watch us live as well, like right now. And of course, after that, we say your health is your wealth. Apart from just listening, ensure you take care of your health, because the system we are in doesn't give a shit about our health. We have people like Bill Gates and the rest of the leaders who are being paid this fake money to promote how we need to start eating mosquito burgers, how we need to start eating bugs and bunch of things. So ensure you take care of your health. We know there's a lot of processed meats that is so bad. We have processed literally genetically modified fruits right now. Bunch of takataka, we call them trash, takataka in Swahili. Bunch of trash that actually the white people have come up with, which is nothing based on nature. So this, what we're waking you up with, is based on nature. So kindly ensure you get yourself some multivitamin C moss, some moringa pure, some aloe cucumber soap, some shea butter for your skin, and some brain and focus as we pour our thoughts right here.
Unlock your full potential with Brain and Focus, a powerful supplement designed to boost mental clarity, enhance memory, and sharpen concentration. Made from a blend of scientifically proven ingredients like ginkgo biloba, omega-3, and essential vitamins, Brain and Focus is crafted to fuel your mind. Our process ensures maximum potency and effectiveness, delivering the perfect balance of brain-boosting nutrients. Take just one capsule daily, as prescribed by your healthcare provider, and feel the difference. Whether it's powering through your workday or staying sharp in life's challenges, Brain and Focus keeps you at the top of your game. Stay sharp, stay focused, and stay ahead with Brain and Focus. Brain and Focus, fuel your mind, achieve more. Go get this product at blackhotfirenetwork.com at the sports and nutrition store.
If you have any questions before or after, kindly ensure you email us at kcnews15@gmail.com. My name is Joby. Once again, to the first-time listeners, returning listeners on YouTube, on Rumble, on YouTube as well, and of course on BitChute. To those who are with us on the network, kindly remember you can pin your conversations or comments on the show page. And in case you're wondering also where to get that, once you have the app, either on your phone or on your laptop, that is the second actually segment where you have the three lines. It will show you where we have the show page, where we're live on the network, and on your TV as well. Bakaribuni sana once again. I see Mr. Black on Fire is with us on time. Karibu sana, Keith.
Asante Sana, Joby. How are you this morning?
I'm great this morning. How are you doing?
My ass is tired. Shit.
Sorry, you need to get that massage. You keep on ignoring. You can't keep on living like that. You need to. You don't have.
Massage from who?
Yeah,
Give me a,
you don't have a woman massaging you, so at least go get some massage somewhere else. It's very very natural for the
I'm about to
heavy
get a,
work.
I'm about to get a massage from a man. Is that what you're saying?
No, saying
Oh,
this
okay. Well, I say you crazy?
happens in your own life. That's what I mean. So that body needs to be stretched in different ways. Not sexually, but it needs
But
someone that.
that's what I've been doing, stretching it and moving around and taking my supplements.
Mhm.
So I'm just tired. It was a rough day yesterday. That's all. It was a rough, long day. But I feel sometimes I still feel good because shout out to these supplements, man. Damn, these supplements. You say supplements, people. Hey, I'm telling you, take your supplements. Damn, I feel a big improvement. It's crazy.
Mm. Try to our supplements. So of course, we
Yeah.
push you guys up with the supplements that you want to boost your energy, to boost your immunity. Take care of your stomach in different ways. So ensure you get yourself some. But karibuni sana once again. Like I said, we're gonna be talking about Tanzania. Being the 29th of October, today Tanzania is having its general election. This is actually, of course, since Magufuli was killed. We know Samia Suluhu took power not by being appointed by the people, and of course being installed by the people who have been for so long wanting to take control of Tanzania. As we talk about actually the history of Tanzania as well, this is the country. If we talk about the Zanzibar, Tanganyika, a couple of people were affected by slavery and still very much effective today. Because if you talk about places like Tanganyika, which today actually is never even called Tanganyika, they just renamed it Tanzania. But if you look at the old map of Africa, still this is the people who live there, the indigenous people who live there, who actually we see the white people are being given access by Samia Suluhu. This was happening last year, and they are being kicked out of their lands. So there's been literally a lot of changes, and these are people who actually, this is one of the countries would say the most peaceful countries, unlike majority of the African countries. So them rising up, shout out to the Gen Zs of Tanzania, them rising up and seeing there's something wrong with this general election, just having one major candidate. This is actually shows a lot that these people are very.
It's not an election. I'm elected. There's only one candidate. It's her. So it means I gotta vote for her. So it's not democracy, Joe. It's a dictatorship.
It is
So
a
it's exactly what it is. And they call it something else. It's crazy because they get away with calling it anything they want to call it. It's not an
That's
election when you only got one person you're voting for. It's a
that is
dictatorship. It's a scam.
true as well. But we gonna before we get into that and talk about what is happening in Tanzania, I wanna share a very quick quote as we look at this conversation. Shout out to Lynn Gugi with a quote. She says there's a big part of her that honestly believes that Africans deserve everything they get from these politicians, because how do we keep watching the same people mess with this country over and over again and still act surprised? We have a generation that is too comfortable letting the Gen Zs fight for the country while they sit and comment on a distance. How are you in the late 30s, 40s, 50s, okay, watching your children or younger siblings fight for the battles and the problem you helped create?
That's
You
I
fought it.
said.
Mhm.
I'm gonna say this because you're raising a society of detachment. You're raising society where they didn't give a shit about their children. So what will you die for? You gonna die for your own damn kids? You raised in a society you told your kids to shut up, don't answer, don't. So they and to be honest, see the underlying thing. Shout out to that Nigerian guy. Told the truth to another guy on TikTok. Africans are cowards, Joe. You gotta call a spade a spade. They're cowards. They're Cowards.
I
And
know the
that's just
video
what it
that
is. Did you see that? Did you see that video?
we're getting into it. We're getting into it. I saw it. I saw your comment on TikTok. You're like, Joby, this is what I'm talking about. How do you how like in your tone? I
Yeah.
was like, yeah, I know this got you heated up. The moment I knew you're gonna see it, this is gonna be crazy. But yeah, he has been exported. We're gonna get into that. See how the favor they get expectation. You get jailed or even killed there, because you're a nigger. Don't try that. But anyway, Lim Gugi is talking about her and questioning, of course, how in your late 30s and 40s and watching your children and younger siblings fight for battles that you helped create. And you have created this by voting for thieves, defending them, campaigning for them, and when they get back in the office, you act like you are the victim. Look at what is happening right now. Our lecturers are on strike, our students are stranded, and the campuses are falling apart. But a whole CS is in another country praising their universities and lecturers as if ours don't exist. Shout to Cyril Ramaphosa. How disconnected can you be? Our healthcare system is collapsing. Hospitals have no medicines. Doctors and nurses are exhausted and underpaid. When these politicians fall sick or want to give birth, they fly out for treatment instead of fixing the same hospitals they destroyed. They go to
No, it's
countries
crazy.
hospitals were built by leaders who cared about their people. When
Exactly.
We have MPs passing harmful laws that directly affect the same people who voted for them. They show up, collect allowances, and disappear until the next campaign season. And still, we say tutawafundisha lesson next election, meaning we're going to teach them a lesson on the next election. How many lessons have you taught so far? That should be the question. She goes ahead
Well,
and still questions.
all right, Lynn. I get what you're saying, and I agree with that. But on another level, those fake elections didn't matter anyway. When them fake votes, that's kabuki theater because those votes are depending on white people who they put in power in these African countries. Not about you going back to your village. That's another thing in Africa. Go back to your village and vote. What kind of all these systems are created by white people are backward as hell. Why would I have to go away to my village to vote? I vote where I live at. Now I'm a district to where I'm living at now. Not going back to some goofy fucking village. What is this goddamn the fucking supposedly Jesus' time? What the hell is going on? This is 2025. Go back to your village to vote where you. No, you vote where you live at. You're a resident of that place, not where you were born. It's a cover African country. Everybody's like, what the fuck is wrong with Africa?
They say it depends where you took your voter's card. That's where you go and vote. Let's say for me, if I took my voter's card in the village, I'll have to go all the way to the village. If I'm wrong, maybe you guys can correct him. Yeah, that is it. Literally, where you took your voter's
Don't you
card. If it's
don't you change your voting card every year if you want to, Toby, or every time it's time to vote? You go to place and you register to vote. You got to register to vote. Supposedly when you got to vote, you register. You register where you live at. That way, no damn village.
yeah, you can change it, but I don't know how many people have the critical thinking of doing that too. But this is why we go back to critical thinking. There are people who are comfortable, they feel their votes are more validated if they go to the village, mindset again. I feel if I vote in Nairobi, it's gonna be stolen. I'd rather go to the village.
So
Mindset
it's
again.
gonna be stolen. It's gonna be stolen in your village too. Even easy. Okay, it's gonna be stolen in
Mindset.
your village. So yeah.
Mindset. Mhm.
But let me tell you some Africans. Your votes, Charles Cameron, your votes are phony. Your votes are phony. Your election systems are rigged. They've been rigged by white people since they supposedly left Africa, which they never did. They're not going to give their wealth over to you morons. Okay? They've been stealing from Africa since they found it. It made them wealthy and made you poor. They're not going to give it up by you deciding you're going to vote. Good.
Yeah, but she also continued says then there's a Kenyan middle class, the most delusional ones, the ones who think national issues don't concern them. As long as they have Wi-Fi, their kids are in private schools, and they can drive to work, everything else is noise. They don't realize the same system they ignore will come for them too. The same thing. Literally, I'm gonna post that the article, what she's wrote, or what she's literally expressing. The same thing is happening in Tanzania as some people are demonstrating. There are people who are recording other Tanzanians who are demonstrating about what is happening in the country and calling them jobless. You don't understand why those people are jobless and why they're demonstrating. You think you're perfect. Exactly what she's saying. Just because you have a car, you can pay your rent every month, you can eat good food every day, you think the rest people are doing zero work because you're not in the same social class as them. It's crazy. But she also adds, when taxes rise, when school fees doubles, when the economy finally collapses and insecurity rises due to lack of jobs, for the common wananchi, we can't keep outsourcing courage from the Gen Zs. Every generation that stays silent makes it worse.
Shout to you, Lingugi, about courage. Exactly. You got a courage deficiency in Africa. You've had it for generations. You have a courage deficiency. You've all been cowards. And that's just a fact. I don't give a fuck if you don't like it or not. You're a continent of cowards. Go ahead, Joe.
They're saying that she says this is a habit. This habit of saying minding my own business is why nothing changes, because those who created the mess never stay to clean it up. And before we accomplish again, here's the truth: we have power. We just don't use it. We recall, and we can recall MPs who betrayed the people, but we never do. That's why they are very comfortable saying they want to copy this and this from China, because they know you guys ain't shit. We can demand accountability, but we don't. And we can demand accountability, but we don't. We can organize locally, but we wait for someone else to start that. If we are serious, we'd start showing up for public meetings, asking questions, and refusing to clap for politicians who don't deliver. We'd rebuild civic awareness and stop acting like politics ends at voting. Exactly. We'd stand with those who are fighting instead of mocking them. And we'd vote with memory, not tribe, not token, not empty promises. And she ends by saying, because if nothing changes, one day your child will ask you, why didn't this country, she's going to ask you, or he's going to ask you, what did you do when this country was falling apart? And in silence, won't be a good enough answer. And she says for her, she will continue using the platform.
You're gonna say, I pray to Jesus. I pray.
Exactly. Keep on praying to Jesus. Shout out to Jamaicans. You saw 3 of them yesterday. I'm not sure of the number of dead of casualties, but yesterday when I was checking around the evening, it was around 3 people who are reported dead. Other people were celebrating, going live on TikTok, saying "bombo clat," and all that. It's crazy, but Jamaicans, I don't think. I just like bombo clat. This is what I can carry. You saying bombo clat there. It's super crazy. But we have Tanzania, of course, as our conversation of the day, which of course we're gonna run with it as we discuss other things happening based on what Lin Ngugi is talking about, because it's not just Tanzania facing this; it's every African country. We remove the Alliance Sahel state at this particular point, and Namibia, and maybe Botswana. Those are at least the countries we can see working for the best interest of their people.
That's right. Yeah.
But this is another article which is talking about, of course, because she's given different names, and when you have those presidential candidates and all that, it's crazy because she have been the majority, number 1, number 2, number 3. It's her. She's being called Suluhu, Samia. The third candidate is called Mama, which is still her, and then the 5th candidate is still her. There isn't different names for to make
this is in your face, African people. If you don't bubblegum this broad, I don't know what to tell you.
Mm-hmm. It's crazy. But they're saying that there is an election in Tanzania today, similar to Zimbabwe, that where on Zimbabwe, June 2008, rerun when Robert Mugabe contested against himself. I didn't even know about that particular part of history, which I was learning today.
What? That crazy thing contesting. He's the only one running. How you contest against this? And all these crazy antics you see in Africa, this retarded ass shit. Because they never want to leave power. That's how they stole it. None of them have built anything. I'm telling you, sadly enough, That Zimbabwe's work, but Zimbabwe's had. Well, I'm not. Zimbabwe's a special case. I can't say that about because Zimbabwe did have sanctions put against it when it took its land back from white people. So Zimbabwe's the only one that had courage to do that, and so they tried to punish the country. That's why they put the country into poverty, and so that's why Zimbabwe was worse today than when Joe showed the video back in the '70s. The white people were all running around there, all modern and shit, all nice.
Crazy. So yeah, see that. Let me see. I'm trying to get the article, see if it reads deeper. But anyway, as I continue with this one, if I'm gonna find it, I'm gonna read it. They're saying that this is how the Kenyan Standards has correctly captured the face and embarrassment, because Kenyans actually have been shading Samia Suluhu, and you remember actually even this year when we were there was a back and forth between some Kenyan activists and Samia Suluhu also being dragged by Kenyans using AI, addressing her and all that.
Should have drugged her ass.
It was crazy. But he also says opposition members have been edged out of Tanzania's vote and turning it into a one-horse race. And the democratic ideals Mwalimu Julius Nyerere once championed and now seems buried under a tightening grip of autocrat control. And as Tanzanians head to the polls today, the air across Arusha, Dar es Salaam, and Moshi is thick with uneasy calm and a nation voting under the shadow of fear, silence, and inevitability.
You should think Africans, they never stop. You might have started with a good leader just left, but they got him out of office. That his ass out there too. Yep. But they never stop.
Exactly.
White people want that wealth. White Arabs in your country, these white Caucasians are there. That the UAE doing all kind of shit in Africa right now because the UAE you let them out. It's all broken poor. Now Africa, all that shit over there is all that's the stealing and the theft they do from you. That's why they got school fees. Why you keep you stupid and ignorant and tribal because everybody's stealing from Africa. So they were going to get rid of Maga. Get this nigga out of there. And get our puppet in there, and we get to stealing again. And that's what you're seeing. And it's opening your face with this crazy ass broad. I'm the only one going to run. Then he's not running. There's no election. This is stand up wildlife because they want the illusion. They want this fake illusion as if she's running for an election. How are you running for an election? No one's running against you. What are you talking about? There's no opposition because you know you would lose. This lady would not win. None of these leaders would actually win Africa if the vote were actually counted for real, as Cameroon proved. They have never won anything. They're puppets of white people. That's why they're there. That's why you see all these policies that they push. Like policies don't make sense. Why would you? They don't make sense because other people control them. None of their policies in Africa make any fucking sense. That's why you say, well, how the fuck is Africa? But school fees. They don't let this make sense. He finds all African nations. So why? They know they got you got how am I paying like a joke? How am I paying for school fees? I don't got no jobs. These morons ain't create no jobs. There's no jobs there. No jobs in fucking Africa. So I'm not paying fucking school fees. And I'm fucking broke. That's to make sure most of your population is backward and ignorant and tribal. You got your goofy tribal chiefs and my tribe and my tribe is the most important tribe and all this other dumb shit, right? My tribe.
Okay, can you hear me, Keith?
Yeah. So you're kept as a moron on purpose. And I understood it when I first went to Africa. I said, wow, the African is fucking stupid. That's what I said. I meant that shit. Everywhere I went. Was with the a little bit better than that. I went to Ethiopia. I said, wow, these motherfuckers are stupid. Went to Ghana. Motherfuckers are stupid. Went to Nigeria. Motherfuckers are stupid. I went to South Africa. These motherfuckers are stupid. They were the average African. I said, wow, this is fucking crazy to me. Went to Kenya. Average Kenyan to me back then was stupid. Average Tanzanian was fucking stupid. And also hate themselves. That's what I observed. Self-hatred and ignorance. So I knew this had to be the plan. I was only 21 at the time. I can observe shit. I said, this got to be a plan. I maybe didn't understand all of it. I said, there's no way that everybody's fucking running around ignorant and it has all this much self hate. I get it.
It
Sure,
really goes back. I know, I really know. Sometimes I'm also like, how did we? But again, it goes back to the colonial system. It goes back to these people not even trying to change at
of
least the
course,
system of
of course.
education. At least,
That,
at least you should have left maybe the goofy religion and all that. But still, you should have at least educated people about the facts of history. I have another video I'm gonna share if I'm gonna have time, which was explaining about why I've asked myself to why actually people don't have access to the Kenya National
you got time.
to the Kenya. I don't have time because what on us guest. But anyway, I always ask myself are Kenyans not allowed to go to the Kenya National Archives because you're supposed to go look at history, study history. They
Of
should give it.
course.
But
Of
the video I
course.
bumped into today explains, about the documents they hid, about the camps, the camps they set up here, the torture, the brutal rape to men, to women, to children, the torture they did to Kenyans, and of course this applies to many
Yep.
African countries where they
Exactly. It applies to every African country. It's the same history, Joe.
So it goes back to the system because I understand. Sometimes, trust me, like today, I can't tolerate a moron at all. And sorry, I'm using that word, but it's just it's true. I can't tolerate a moron. I can't listen to a moron. I can't even try be in a space today of someone who can't understand what is happening. I'm sorry, you're not educated. It's not my fault. It's not your fault. But at least try do something about maybe research on some things. Curiosity. What happens to curiosity? Curiosity killed the cat. Curiosity should drive you to wanting to know something, some information. At least for me, as much as I didn't know much, I was following.
Curiosity killed the cat, but knowledge brought it back.
Let it kill you with knowledge, not you being a fool. There's a difference, Let the curiosity at least kill you by you being curious, wanting to know the truth about your identity, about your history, about this political system, the way it is set up, why nothing changes. Shout to Ibrahim Traore again and again. You need to understand and strategize.
That's what he said. And also, I shout out to him. Not only has he changed the curriculum, he's also said there's a certain moral value that Africans used to have, and it must be implemented. So now he's setting up moral schools. Even the rich, if you're rich, are going to be sleeping on the floor. So you understand poor people, so you'll be dedicated and not growing up in privilege, not understand how other people live, and I support that. You will be on the goddamn floor. You will be living certain parts of your life as impoverished people in Bikini Faso. So you grow as children. So you grow up with an empathetic understanding how some people live without. And so this will change. He's changed as what he's doing. That's right. He said we're not worried about the teenagers. Again, we teach them, but we want the babies. That's what the British did and the French did. You want the babies because you want to instill certain values in the babies that they'll teach their babies and they'll teach their babies. You want the babies.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So literally, as I go to share more live details of what is happening in Tanzania, I'm seeing more videos are being posted. They're burning the country down. They're really serious. They're burning billboards. They're burning police stations.
In Tanzania?
Yeah, they're burning police
stations. Tanzanians are usually quite cowardly and quite calm.
So the influence of Kenya, because most of them actually with the videos they're posting.
Of course, you got to be influenced of Kenya. I agree.
Kenyans are watching. You guys, Kenyans, kindly support us. Kenyans, your backup, your voice will make a change also for us and all that. So we are with you, Tanzanians, and we're sending literally revolution, the spirit of revolution in the country. But this article continues and talks about, at least in 2008, Mugabe used violence and did what he did, but he did not remove the main contestant, who was Morgan Savangirai at that particular time from the ballot paper. In Tanzania, the president has arrested everyone representing meaningful oppositions and throwing them in jail. And this proceeded to the contest. Proceeded them to contest alone. And of course, looking at the current events of what is happening in the country, let me share some videos of what is happening right now as we talk in Tanzania. I love what I'm seeing. They're destroying the cause. The whole of Tanzania right now, whether in Arusha, Moshi, Dar es Salaam.
Hey guys, don't destroy my restaurant. I'm with you.
The billboards are all a sign of just Samia everywhere. Arusha, Moshi, everywhere. She's posted herself everywhere, on every light, every street light, everywhere. She's just advertising herself. But these are the current situations in Tanzania as we talk right now. Yeah, this is actually a polling station where the people, of course, are expected to go give out their votes, but they have destroyed also that.
Tupa barabarani kule. Hili ni gari la jeshi limefungiwa na wananchi wanashangilia. Hili ni gari la jeshi limefungiwa na watu. Hili ni gari la jeshi limefungiwa na watu.
And we have the military outside supporting them. So something is happening in Tanzania. The military is supporting.
The military. Samir, you may be gone. The military is supporting them. They gonna get rid of your ass.
Yep. They're shouting Jeshi, which are the military.
Because Tanzanians aren't used to being ruled by dictators. So, that's another thing. That's not their nation in Africa. They're one of the few countries in Africa that started off with a decent leader.
I feel like also when you add about the leadership of Julius Nyerere and John Magufuli, both
exactly. You're right, Joby.
Educating them and showing them who the enemy is and showing them the benefits and disadvantages of working with the enemy as well. But of course, the moment Samia Suluhu came into power, we saw different transitions, like bringing media that Magufuli had banned that were giving false information about the country. She brought back political campaigns, which Magufuli had also banned, having this unexpected just political campaigns anyhow, anytime you feel like you just want to do something. He had banned all that. He had literally made a lot of change and brought transformation in the country. And before he died, I think he also was the one who had started the Dodoma Railway, which is the fastest currently in Africa.
Yeah, he did it. Remember, they paid for it themselves, Joby, without no fake loans. They paid for it themselves.
Exactly. But Samia Suluhu, we know she has been taking loans. Remember, I reported that.
Exactly.
So I love what she's doing.
Competitor ni Samia and
see what you understand. Tanzania hasn't been ruled really fucked up the way other African countries have. And so there is a level of consciousness. They're calm people, because Africans are calm. They're just as nature, just calm people, loving people. But they not gonna, since they haven't lived under this kind of tyranny, and it's now the Europeans are putting it in their face by Suluhu. They're putting it in their face, and they're stealing lands and kicking people off their ancestral lands and selling it to white Arabs, white other people. So there's an eruption. And I think the military knows if they don't get involved in it, you won't be able to stop, because the people know there's a majority. Go ahead, Joby.
Yeah, so these are also other scenes. Just an hour ago, shared more videos are popping.
And also you got the Kenyan, and also you got the Kenyan brothers who have given them a backbone too. Kenya's been the giant of Africa, so you might gotta understand that. That's not Nigeria, Kenya. Good.
Kama unavyoona, hii ni hadi ya magari ya Mwigulu Mchemba ya Esther. Yote watu wameyateketeza moto.
Yeah, so they're also banning the politicians who are supporting Samia Suluhu, banning their cars, their homes, the police stations.
Wow. Hey, Suluhu, you're gone. Because if they continue this, there's no military that's going to be able to stop this. If the majority of people doing this, you're going to be gone. So that Joby, did I lose you? My phone, I can't. Maybe I got lost. If Joby gone, maybe I'm gone. I'm outside getting fuel, so I feel shit. I can't tell shit. You got to hear me, you guys gotta wait. I'm outside. It's cold as hell out here, too. Shit. Winter time now coming. Yeah.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I hear you, Joby.
Yeah, we need to pay the internet. That's why it's acting up.
Okay. Okay, I'll send it to you.
It's buffering because of that. But yeah, I'll share in more
Okay.
scenes what is happening in Tanzania. Like the numbers have turned out in plenty. That is the most amazing thing. At least we had last year. I think last year we had Uganda, which tried, and of course they were scared. They were ruled by fear. As we talk actually about Uganda, Museveni is arresting our activists in Uganda, the Kenyan activists.
No, not the Gen Zs that love him.
He has arrested the Kenyan activists who had gone there to also, of course, talk about why he needs to actually step down, of course, because he's old and still ruling. You know, you're old, telling people that the Gen Zs have picked you. They didn't pick you. You are picking yourself. So right now, we also have some other places, some activists in Kenya demonstrating as we talk, demanding the release and the whereabouts of those activists because they are nowhere to be found. Uganda is not releasing any information about them, but they were arrested and they were actually kidnapped there. Let me call it what it is: kidnapped, not arrested. So this is a petrol station in this is in Magome. I'm not sure if I know Magome in Tanzania, Magomeni, but yeah, this is Magomeni set on fire. They don't even give a shit about KFC. They want all that KFC gone, man. I would have gotten in to take me some pieces before I burn this shit out. I want to protest.
We ain't got time for your chicken joke. We got shit.
I want to protest.
We fighting for justice, not your goddamn chicken fetish.
I can't fight on an empty stomach too, you know. My stomach has been catching my backbone for so long. So now you gotta take some at least.
Kwanza kuzima moto huo na kuona chanzo ni nini. Shuhudia hali halisi kama ambavyo unaona ni hapa kwenye dimba la Benjamin Mkapa.
Tanzania is on fire and much more details will be coming, of course, to you guys. And that is, of course, today on the Africa Today show, the Tubonge show, will be discussing much more on that and see how the day will be gone. Because I don't see, there's no elections going on there. And of course, she can't claim victory like what Paul Biya has done, what we're going to talk about Cameroon. You can't claim victory. You know, no one voted for you. No one went to vote. The country was, the country was demanding for a fair election. So who voted for you to claim the Paul Kagame whole thing? 99% of the people, they love me, they care about me. No, it's the voice is speaking different. And of course, shout out to this guy also talking about he had talked about this 6 days ago about the situation in Tanzania. Let me just share this.
In less than 2 weeks' time, the people of Tanzania are going to the elections. And I already know the results of those elections. I am 100% sure about the results of those elections. Here's what's going to happen. The people of Tanzania are going to lose in those elections. I'll repeat that. The people of Tanzania are going to lose in those elections. Here's why that will happen. The incumbent president, Samia Suluhu Hassan, is going to win those elections. She's going to win not because she's run a great campaign or governed in a transformative manner, but because she will force her way back in.
They will force. They will.
They will force, exactly. The European powers put her there. They want her there because she's corrupt. She's been stealing shit, and that's why she's there.
Yeah.
To the presidency. That's why the people of Tanzania are going to lose those elections.
Well, they're talking different, and of course, they're showing you whether we lose it or not. This is about us. Again, this is literally what we've been talking about. Africans going back to their dignity. Okay, what are you gonna die for? Because the African dignity has been completely lost. There's so much disrespect because we've lacked dignity, and that's why I think I'm gonna share what is happening in Cameroon.
Exactly.
The video of the Mzungu, and as we wind up, I'm gonna share the other video of the AI explain about the Kenya National Archives and all that. So we have in Cameroon, of course, what is happening. We've not seen many videos. I've not seen many videos on YouTube, but on TikTok, there's many videos. On Instagram, I've bumped into a bunch of videos as well, which are showcasing what is happening in Cameroon, because the mainstream media are shutting down most of this information. The fact that they've also gotten complete of TikTok, I was wondering how I was even able to find some videos. I was like,
what you gotta do is go on to TikTok and go ahead and block Oracle. That's what they stole. That's what they stole it, to the cats with the hats. Go try to block Oracle, guys, and your feed will get a little better until they completely got complete control of it. So go into your TikTok page. I know you didn't sign to Oracle, but they got control of the feed. So go ahead and block them. Go and block Oracle. And then also, like I said, they're not going to. Yeah, where's this African Union at? You see, Africans. We're going to ban people who try to actually give Africans what they need and give real democracy. How dare you? Cameroon and Ivory Coast and what you call over there on the island, African island, try to get real democracy. How dare you, dirty niggas? You see what happened? They're not going to go against Tanzania because you see, this is all puppetry. Africa's never been free. You see it now. You see it. It's not a free continent. No African leader runs nothing but their goddamn mouth. And see, now their people who they've kept in ignorance have now caught up. And so they know it's a scam. So this scam is going to end one way or the other because the people know it now.
This is Cameroon. Our people turned out in numbers.
So this is going to be Africa. Why? Can't keep stealing from people for years. I think it's going to discontinue.
I love it.
I told you over this 3 or 4 years. I said, watch, Africa's going to build fire. Keith, what are you talking about? I said, what? I didn't even go to start in Kenya. I said, it's going to be a wake up.
I thought it was not going to be this soon because at that time, again, I think that you can look at the difference, Keith, again, right? Like you say, when you came to Kenya and all the African countries you visited, you could see the docility back then.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of change right now from the people, the way they're approaching politics, economy, and how they're trying to bring back again. I'd say some trying to go back to critical thinking and questioning why are things still the same? Why is it the same old norm? There's no anything new.
There's nothing new. And as Joe was able to show Africa, it's the same in every African country. Poverty. But how can there be poverty when you're on the richest continent on the planet? No one will ever argue this with you. No one will tell you Africa's not the richest continent. No one will ever argue because they know it is. Go
I'm
ahead, Joe.
saying they've done it too late by taking control of TikTok because again, so many people have been
I think they did too
educated.
late. You're right. I think they got too late. You're right.
So many people have been educated. So many people have seen real-time things that you can't hide through your media anymore. They could see through TikTok how you're bombing
True.
countries. Families are suffering. Shout to the Sudanese people, the Congolese people, the mining and extraction of resources from
Yep.
Africa
The
and
wealth.
the countries have been
True.
benefiting. Why are you still here and why do you disrespect Africans? We're going to get rid of you and get rid of the people who are helping you to do this. So if you
True.
talk about back then 4 years ago, of course this
That's
was not
true.
even, we couldn't even see this. People are so, oh, I'm Kikuyu, I'm Luo, and that's, we love to Israel, love Israel. We see the same thing. I mean, 2 or 3 weeks ago you said we love Israel, so it's not completely gone, but there's a change on how
There's,
people have
there's a
been.
change happening. That's true, Joe. There's a change
Yeah,
happening.
this is, I'd say again, TikTok. You've been fooling people for
It
so long.
is. It
TikTok
is.
has,
I know. I told you. That's why they went. That's why they had to go get it. I told you TikTok. When I got on that shit too yesterday, Joe. But I don't care what you're talking about. TikTok is it. I'm telling you. I've never seen no shit like this in my life.
that's what I'm saying. It's too late for them to even try. Just give it back to the Chinese. Just
Yeah.
leave it. You try to take control. People know so much right now. And again, we're still
That's
talking
true.
about TikTok. I think came in 2019. No, TikTok has been. Let me see when TikTok was
I
created.
think. I think. I think it's like 2017,
Mm,
2018. I
yeah,
didn't
I
get on
think
to 2023.
somewhere 27 because we had TikTok and we had there's another one. How is it called? There was another one that was competing with TikTok, but TikTok surpassed it. 2016. Yeah, because I
Mm.
remember the. What was it called? God damn
Damn,
it.
TikTok been out since 2016.
Yes,
Wow.
because they were
I,
competing with two platforms. Triller. There was Triller and then there was TikTok. Yeah, there was Triller
oh,
and TikTok.
I
So
never heard of no. I never heard of no Triller. I
yeah,
ain't heard of that shit.
it was like a TikTok, but
Okay, I never heard of it. I got you. I got some Joe's money. What thing is? Oh, I got the light. Okay. I got the light. Yeah, I got to pay that internet bill. The second guy, it's internet time to pay the bills. Throw shit down on you. Did you just pop back in? I'm now.
can you hear me, Kid? Okay.
Yeah. I'm sending you the money now.
All right. Okay. I was trying to share something. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it was 2016 literally. So they were competing. Like I was saying, TikTok completely peaked in 2020 because of the lockdown and because people were using
Yeah,
it as
that's
a
what I
way of
first exactly. That's when I first heard it, and I ain't gonna go be cheap.
people advertising their businesses, showcasing their talent, and most of the
All
people who
I,
came started
all I see,
doing
all I see is a bunch of people dancing all the time. So what kind of goofy app is this? I'm not, I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna this goofy app.
Well, I remember shout out to big kids, man. If you convinced kid to get on TikTok, I tried. Even kid
I know.
discouraged me from being on TikTok. I was like, fuck
I,
this. Oh, they're getting your account, they're getting your information, this and this. I'm like, God damn it.
I
You
said,
just
nah. That's it. This TikTok, I got on that thing. It just don't seem a bunch of people dancing and shit. I don't see nothing on there. You're right, the Big Cheese kept going for 2 years. Like, yes, it's 2021. And then 2023, I finally gave it. Let me go to shit. Got on it. Got on it. I said, what? I said, oh my God. What? This is the best thing. This is the best app ever. I find myself in chat rooms, on panels that I never get. I've been on panels since I was doing them on YouTube with every goofball and moron. I'm like, I don't do them goofy panels. Get away. So I found myself I said, wow, it must have progressed. This TikTok thing showing everything in real time. And I did say, I said, man, they gonna have to come for this shit. They gonna have to come for this thing. This ain't this ain't that goofy Instagram. They gonna have to come for this. Go ahead, Joe.
Yeah.
Joe, check your phone. Check your phone too, Joe. That's just continue.
Okay, looking at the comments of this video, what is happening in Cameroon, some people also saying Uganda should be next. They should be injected with the same infection.
Gotta get over the fear. Exactly.
Others, Kenyans, please pay attention. Someone says Kenya is their marking scheme. We had Nepal, Cameroon, Madagascar. Now we have Tanzania and Cameroon. And then also the last question on this, someone says, congratulations, we stand with you from Kenya and eliminate all this bad governance. Exactly. So this is an infectious thing. And we're talking about a young generation.
You're talking about young generation. You're talking about a collective consciousness because you're not tribes. You're all African. You're the same people. So So they know there's a tipping point. It's called a domino effect. Which happen now that everybody's scared of in Africa is a domino effect. Because even though you think you're different tribes, that's made up bullshit. You're the same people. And the borders are fake. You're the same people. So there's a collective consciousness that you share with one another. And once that spark is lit, it's a wildfire. It goes up in the ether, which you can't see. Everything is etherical. You're connected to all African minds, like a hive mind. And so once one African starts to move, you all move. Go ahead, Joey.
Yeah, so I also see more news of more petrol stations being burnt down in Tanzania. Hey, Tanzanians are going rogue. They're meaning business and all that. But as we continue, we have, of course, this video.
Like I said, burn that shit down to the ground.
We have this video that is circulating online of a Dutch national who actually was insulting, spitting, removing mucus and whatever.
That's natural. Those are the same people that's invaded South Africa. Those are the people.
Exactly. Who is that lady? Come get your people. Take them take these Afrikaners. And whatever she says, but yes, let me share the video. This is very quick. And it goes back to also we ask about the qualification of also becoming a police officer. You know, because if this was America and you're black, we saw just last week a woman how she was treated for just parking her car when she was picking her daughter at school, beaten like a man just because she parked her car, and she was completely brutally tortured by these white cops. So if it was you, bet sure, in America or anywhere outside Africa, you're doing this where they are the majority, you're gonna be the bad guy. But on this other end, he's not the bad guy. What he gets to do is just be deported back to your country, go fix your behavior, then you can come back. You know, that is what happens. But you, as a black person, you tried this, you dirty nigga. You tried this.
Exactly.
You know? And this is exactly how he was actually calling, insulting him. Oh, you're daddy, da 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 da. Oh, look at you can't even afford a uniform. Listen to this.
See, call them dirty. And Jim was saying, why we gotta be dirty? You ask them. Ask them why you gotta be dirty. I'm gonna tell you what they call us, whether you like it or not.
Fuck off, go there. I don't want to see your ugly face anymore. Make it fucking.
talking to me like this and I'm a cop, I'm smacking the shit out of you. I
His
don't
dirty face. And in your country, he's in Kenya. You're talking to him crazy. You ain't
Why are you a
Kenya.
cop? Why are you a cop? Why don't you treat them the same way you treat us? Why don't
Is
you
that
beat them? You beat us. You
exactly?
demonstrate. Oh,
Because his mind is fucked up, Joby. He worships this white man. White man is this God. He grew up his whole life worshiping fake white Jesus, and this white man is his God. Please, God, I know you. Don't be upset with me, God. No way you could have thrown snot on my ass. Talking about you living. There's no way. No way. You could have thrown snot on me and snotted on me. And talking about you walking and you still, what? Yeah. Couldn't be me. Only in Africa you see this crazy shit. What I've done that you can't even mention on YouTube. Can't even be mentioned on YouTube. What? Well, I wish a motherfucker would. I wish a motherfucker would. That's all I got to say. You got to You got Can you hear me, Joey? I wish a motherfucker would. That's all I got to say. I wish you would. Be beat into your damn life. Came back and it's about to get back. Trying to get back. I don't know if Joker's gonna make it back this time. Put on get a mosquito. Shut it down in a minute. All right, I don't think Joker's gonna make it back, guys. So I'm gonna wrap this up. See about it later today. Hopefully, the internet comes back on the Africa Today show. Everybody have a wonderful day. And I'll talk to everybody a little later today. Peace, family. Listen to your message. I'll let everybody later. Peace, family.